What's up, guys? This is Chris here, and today we are going over a mini but mighty 308. This is the PSA Sabre 308, or what I like to call the pirate gun, because it sort of looks like a pirate gun, and if you think about it here in a minute, it'd actually make a pretty good pirate gun. Now, this guy is a pistol, a 12.5-inch pistol. It has a mid-length gas system, and it has a bunch of new stuff on it that I was excited about. Now, first off, it has this rifle speed adjustable gas block here, which I'm a pretty big fan of. I also like the idea of having a mid-length gas system on a 308 to make it a little bit softer. I got the 12.5 308 because I think it would make a really good suppress gun. Keeps it short enough to make it maneuverable, but it still gives you enough velocity to push it, and today we will be doing that. Today we'll be going out to about 400 yards or so. Now, it's got some cool features on it, and it's a little bit higher quality than some of the PSA offerings that we've shown you in the past. PSA makes guns all the way from the $200 price point all the way up, and this is about right in the middle. We got a forged receiver here. We have a chrome-coated bolt carrier group, and it is an AR-10. So it comes with one Lancer magazine, 120-round magazine, although you won't be seeing that today because I lost it somewhere, and I don't know where it is. So today we're going to be using all P-mags, and hopefully that works out. On top of this big bitch, we have the Primary Arms PLX Compact 1-8, a scope which I really like, and I haven't shown off enough on the channel. So we're going to be shooting it on a bunch of guns here in the future, and spoiler alert, giving you a little bit of a review. I like the optic because 1-8's a great call for this kind of rifle, and on top of that, this has phenomenal glass. It is really good for the money, which I hope this rifle is as well, because even though it's a little bit more expensive than your standard PSA, it's still more affordable than a lot of the AR-10s you're going to be able to get, especially with the features you get on the gun. You get the Cerakote, you get all the stuff I mentioned earlier, then you also get Radian controls, which is crazy cool. I put these on all of my ARs in general, so I like the fact that it came with a Radian safety, and it came with a Radian Raptor charging handle. Also, B5 grip, and then an SBA4 brace, which is pretty much as good as you can get for factory parts, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's going to be a fun gun. We'll go out and shoot it today. Before we do that, though, I do want to mention my patron supporters. Thank you guys very much for supporting the channel. We bought the ammunition with the patron money, so we really appreciate that. If you want to support the channel, it's the best way to do it. Just go to the link in the description below. Also in that description is a link to a local shelter in Ames, Iowa. It's the YSS. Those kids could really use your help. Please go down to the description of this video and donate a few bucks to those kids. And then finally, we want to thank PSA. This gun they sent to us for review. However, that will not change anything. So if it's a shit show, you'll see it. If it shoots great, you'll see that too. And finally, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Sonoran Desert Institute. I'm a big fan of being able to get educated in a field that you're passionate about. I've said this before and I'll say it again, there is not a lot of qualified or quality gunsmiths in my area or anywhere around. And I think it's a profession that not only helps people, but you can make a lot of money in. If you're interested in a career in the gun industry, it's a great way to go. Did I miss it?
I didn't hear anything. Well, that I heard.
Where did it hit it?
Top right shoulder is where it hit. That was neck.
I gotta go left like 8. Okay.
Get that tripod.
I had one round in it. Shoots good. Now we kind of want to mention our sponsor of the video, which is Ultradyne. They actually not only sponsored the video, they sent this guy down for me to use. This is their carbon fiber tripod, and if you ever shot a lot of precision rifle, tripods are extremely helpful, especially one with a vise on the end of it, and as modular and as adjustable as this guy is. Very lightweight as well. I mean, this is under 10 pounds, so if you wanted to hunt with it, you definitely could, which is what I'm going to use it for, actually. And if you want to shoot just your PSA and have a lot of fun with it, that's pretty cool too. I like this partly because I don't like to get in the gravel and the mud. Then I can actually shoot from a stable position without having to get in any burrs or any brush or anything like that. Big fan of tripods, and the Ultradyne is pretty sick so far. Really adjustable. You can adjust the cant. You can obviously adjust the tightness and the height in multiple different ways, from the center all the way to 4 different adjustment knobs on the tripod itself. And again, it can go pretty high, taller than me, and it's still under 10 pounds. 0 degrees outside, and I convinced these fools to come out and shoot with me, so feel bad for Bubba and her, but don't feel bad for me because I got 308.
Well, you're the boss, so we got to do what you say.
Handle's really nice for a 308, I gotta admit. Pretty lightweight for an AR-10, and the fact that it's not so muzzle heavy with the suppressor is a big plus. Cool.
That's how you
That was
break.
very tactical.
Pocket reload.
I tactically hide behind the shed because it's cold.
Oh, shit.
Right, fuck you, hostage target. That's really sweet. I think I might get one.
Hit!
That's a 100.
You're getting all of them.
That's 2.
Nice job, baby.
Nice job, PSA.
Hit! 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 I did not hear that one. Hit!
That's because I missed one.
I
I can miss
figured.
too.
That is,
0 degrees, and that's 400 yards with a 12.5 308.
the suppressor is so hot. You could see it like a
It's because
mirage.
it's so cold.
I know. Hit. Not hit.
You're over it.
It just gets kind of hard to see with the scope.
Yup. Hit. 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 Hit.
Nice.
Hit. Hit.
Aim it. See that one laying down there at 420?
Okay?
Put the reticle right on the top of it in the middle and send it. Little to the right. You hit
I actually think yeah, you did hit it.
no, same spot.
I think you hit it.
Yeah. I can see the splash.
Yup.
I can't hear it, but I can see the splash.
Hit. I did not hear that.
That one had to have hit because it ricocheted up and hit the top of the fucking berm.
Oh,
I heard that one.
Cool. There you go.
Sweet.
That's 420 with a 12.5 308. In 0 degrees.
Only men care about this shit. I just want to go back inside.
Only men care about barrel length.
Hit. Hit. Yeah, the geese are getting out of Dodge. Hit.
Well, they
Hit.
will land. All right, so that went pretty well. Despite the fact that it's unbelievably cold. I'm happy that the accuracy held out to 400 yards because I wasn't sure that it was going to. Now, throughout the course of the review, I didn't mention I was changing the gas settings, but I was. And on the last shot there, we actually had it on 12 just to see how much gas we could get. Boy, did we get a lot. I would recommend if you're not shooting this gun suppressed, that I would probably turn it somewhere around 8 or so. That's what we had good experience with the Aguila ammunition. We were going to shoot a whole bunch of groups. We brought out like four or five different ammunition types, and then we got cold as shit and we totally phoned it in, and we just shot 120 rounds of Aguila today. It all ran pretty perfect, and obviously I'm going to keep this setup, so we're going to shoot this again. This is just kind of the first shots. I didn't know if we were going to like this or not, and I actually really did like this. First off, the 12.5 308, the reason why I called it a pirate gun earlier is because I think it would be an ideal ship gun, to be honest with you. I remember maybe like 10 years ago or so, I watched a Nothing Fancy video for anybody who's ever seen that, and I think he mentioned it would be a great pirate gun or a ship gun. I think this would be even better. You have the punching power to actually punch through anything you need to shoot through. That's important for 308. You're not just getting more bang for your buck on soft targets, but 308 in particular goes through car doors, it goes through windshields, it goes through all kinds of barricades really, really well. Drywall, stuff like that. On top of that, it'd make for a really good brush gun for a deer gun or a coyote gun as well, because it's pretty lightweight, still heavier than an AR-15 because it's a 308. The shorter barrel allows you to have a suppressor on it without being so top heavy when you're shooting it offhand. And then if you're shooting it on a tripod like we were today with the Ultradyne, it obviously functions really well. Recoil and pulse was good, very AR-10. All the accessories and everything work great, and the color in particular is fascinating to me. It really stands out over anything else in my collection, and I think it's a gun that I liked way, way more than I thought I was going to. And in this configuration with the Huxworks 7.62, I think it really shines. I think if you're going to get a 308 gun and you want to go 12.5, I think the only real reason to get that is to get it suppressed. If you're not going to suppress it, they also make a 13.7, I think, and then a 14.5, and they obviously make a 16, 18, and a 20. And if you're going for accuracy, like super long range, go the 20. If you want like a brush gun or a kind of a pseudo ridiculous CQB gun, like what I've got going on here, if you want to have the world's dumbest home defense gun, you can get this one. I really like this gun. I like the 12.5 setup. It's the only 12.5 308 I've ever had, and I'm pretty happy with it. 100% reliability, better accuracy than I expected, and then the 1:8 optic paired with it was absolutely excellent. Now, the Ultradyne tripod worked really, really well. It was easily adjustable. Once we adjusted it, it held the adjustment, which is the most important thing. I don't care as much how easy a thing is to adjust as long as it holds the adjustment afterward, because I don't want to be shooting on it and then have it give and recoil, which is why we put it on the 12 gas setting to see if we could rattle that, but it obviously worked. It was shooting so hard the tripod was coming back with us, and it still worked really well. The vise that the rifle sits in has a little bit of rubber padding on either side, which helps that friction if you don't want to tighten it down too much. I like it a little bit loose, sort of like shooting off a sandbag anyway, so I can adjust targets really quickly, and the whole thing as a whole worked great, and I definitely recommend it. It's a little bit expensive, but not as expensive as some of the tripods I've seen at like Shields and stuff, but sort of the middle of the road, honestly, as far as shooting tripods go, or expensive ones. Has tons of adjustment, and it's ultra lightweight. What more could you want? If you want to see any comparisons on this, maybe with like the Scar or something like that, let me know in the comment section below. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later. To the bone, pass the dawn, smoke that tumbleweed.
Okay, come on.
Ready?
Yep.